What does music sound like in space?
You may have noticed, Earth isn't doing too great lately, comrades. Time to find a different planet. Cosmocrats, the people's zero-gravity adventure game, is the only video game that features zero-gravity drone piloting. Of course, space communism, space capitalism, a huge branching storyline. Narration by beloved character actor Bill Nye.
There's not much else to do whilst peeling.
Satisfying connections, artificial intelligence, natural morons, vodka, and Bill Nye. Did I say that already?
Do you actually know what you're doing?
Kosmocrats, the people's zero-gravity adventure game. Leaving Earth on November 5th.
Wait a minute, it can't end like this. But that, my friends, is but the short beginning of humanity's long journey deeper into space.
Hey there, my name's Dune. I'm the creator of Art of Rally. That's my camper van, which about half the game was developed in. So, Art of Rally is a top-down racing game about rally, which is basically driving cars on narrow roads through forests around the world. Just trying to go as fast as you can, while making as little mistakes as you can. So here we are in free roam. This is kind of a place where you can practice your skills, do some exploring, just basically get used to the car handling. You can also do cool stuff like taking the view, so just see some cool views. So this is kind of like an overview of the cars we have in the game. There's 50 cars. They're all inspired by iconic cars from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And there's that crazy van. So here we are driving a Group B rally car in Sardinia. Good jump. So the controls are in between simulation and arcade, so it does take a bit of real car handling skill to kind of master the handling. So you have to really use the brakes. You can't just be full throttle the whole time when you're starting, at least when you're starting to play this game. So there's like a full replay mode in the game. Also there's leaderboards so you can see how you stack up against your friends and against the world. So here we are, driving in Japan. One of my favorite parts of the game is the photo mode. So that basically you can also go into it from replays, so you can set the car exactly where you want to and try to get your perfect shot. So here we are lining it up. So there's a full kind of suite of photo effects you can use. Not super advanced, but enough to make it so you can do what you want, let's say. So we were lining up the shot, quick, and there it is. Thanks for checking the game out.
Are you here for the Monster Camp gossip? Then I have good news. They say there's this powerful witch camper, yeah? So the other day, not one, not two, but three of her evil exes came to camp looking for her. What happened next was wild. Wait, that's not all. Everyone knows there's this cute robot attending Monster Camp, right? Here's something else, though. I heard there was this robot uprising that threatened to end monsterkind. Was our robot friend trying to stop it? Or leading it? We may never know. This is just the start. Monster Camp is riddled with gossip. Wait and see.
Monster Prom, be your worst self.
Hey there, this is Parker. I'm the media director and audio lead here at Serenity Forge, and I'm glad you could join us for a sneak peek of Date Night Bowling. Date Night Bowling is a casual retro bowling game, but with its own unique spin. You are out at the bowling alley for a dating event, and there's this rich cast of characters there with you, all looking to see if they can hit it off. You can choose who you play as, you can choose who you're out on a date with, and then you and the game AI, or you and a person who's sitting there with you, playing with you locally, can enjoy a fun date night of bowling at one of these two great bowling alleys that each have their own decor and their own soundtrack to really set that special mood for your date. But as with any date, it's not really just about bowling. And so while you're out there with your date and they're applauding you when you get a strike and you're making fun of them when they get a gutter ball, you also have these quirky little mini games where you can really try and make that best first impression. Let's take a look at some of those challenges. Whether it's trying to land the perfect high five and how awkward it can be when you miss, or your date saying, "Oh, look at the cute penguin in the claw machine," and then it is your life's mission to get that penguin. Or those hidden little guarded moments where you have to clean your teeth to make yourself as presentable as possible for your date, but you can't do it while they're looking. Maybe you try to clean up the table while they're away, but then make them pretty unhappy when you accidentally throw their keys and wallet into the trash. And of course, what's any date without some poorly executed karaoke? So it starts off as just this fun bowling experience that can be fast-paced or it can be more relaxed, but then in between frames is when you actually get to have the date and see if you can earn that great rapport with your bowling partner to maybe go out on a date again. And that's what really makes Date Night Bowling such a special and charming experience to play, where you can come back over and over again, not just to bowl, but also to try out other combinations of these characters and get better at those challenges to see if you can really hit it off. We're super excited for you to play some Date Night Bowling. It's coming your way early next year, you can wishlist it right now on Steam, and we really hope you enjoy it. Until then, thanks for watching.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Jeopardize. Its 5 to 10 minute mission to explore a strange new world, to level up an incompetent crew and preferably keep them all alive, to boldly go where the little mission marker tells you to go.
We all know they don't make engines like they used to. So at some point, you're gonna need to give the old can some TLC. Just do yourself a favor and avoid doing that in the middle of an asteroid belt. Pay attention to that first syllable there and watch yours. It's like the old space crew say, if your crew member takes a hit, they're in the Physics 101, cadet. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If the gravity is turned off on your ship and your crew is firing off extinguishers with no boots on the ground, what do you think is going to happen? That's right. They'll be flying backwards down the corridor faster than a falcon on a Kessel Run. In space, no one can hear you scream. So if you find yourself in a blind panic and purge your ship without checking that your crew are at a safe distance, you won't hear all the abuse they're shouting at you either. Every cloud. Not all crew members are created equal, and most of them only do one thing well. Don't mix up your classes or you'll get into all sorts of trouble. Allocate accordingly. Now you're starting to see why it's important you don't lose any crew members to asteroids, airlocks, or fire extinguisher-related incidents. Let's pretend for a moment that you haven't paid attention to a single thing I've said. You've lost a few vital crew members. You need to escape before losing any more. You've made use of those shiny new escape pods you had the foresight to install. But when you get back, some of your escaped crew are nowhere to be seen. Before you hire a completely new bunch of recruits with absolutely no experience whatsoever, you might want to go on a rescue mission. They're probably floating around somewhere using their last minutes of life support to imagine all the ways to make your life hell if they ever see you again. But their experience could come in handy in the future. Well, that's about all the advice I've got for you right now. But I'm sure you'll discover plenty more ways to mess everything up over the course of your impending space adventure. It's a dangerous world outside your ship, and with you in charge, it could be an even more dangerous one inside it.